Okay. Hello, peeps. We're going to try this again because according to my phone, as I'm standing and looking at it, it flipped itself around. But we'll find out, because what I don't understand about filming is that it looks fine to you as you're recording it, but then once you get it all recorded and you start looking at it, you got to flip it this way, you got to flip it that way. It just, ugh. Anyway, hi. Hey all, it's Laura from Craft and See with Laura B, and forgive the little rant that I had going on there, but it's the technical aspects, people. It's tech aspects. I'm old. I am old. How did I get to be this age? How did I get to be the age where all of the doctors are younger than I am? And the presidential candidates are younger than I am, a lot of them, some of them. And it makes me wonder, what the hell have I done with my life? Anyway, here we are in part whatever of my St. Patrick's Day series of stuff that I'm doing. Now, again, like I said, this is the holiday of my people. Holiday of my people. And so, therefore, yay. Anyway, and no, I don't go out and drink beer, green beer, because I don't like beer. Anyway, this is a little small journal I'm doing from Rose at Journals in Time, her Echoes of Ireland kit. Now, I haven't printed out everything here, just backing paper that I was using. So we can look through a few of these. Pardon the digging that you hear. My dog's making her bed in some linen and stuff I have down. A pile of stuff. Anyway, so here is one of the pages. Now I have, again, these are backing papers for the journal, and I've already put it together. So these are just printouts, different sizes and stuff. We will get what we get. So I really like this. The Ireland there, the Eirinn. And I'm probably going to butcher the same because I just butcher everything. Anyway, I really like the collage. And I printed out a couple of these. Now I did these on 32 pound because of the type of journal I made it out of. I wanted a little bit thicker. And I don't do so well with 20 and 24 pound. I just don't do well. So, like I said, I printed out 2 of each. And I tend to overprint. I'm a wasted, I waste. I am wasteful. I don't mean to be, but I do a lot of misprints and what have you. So, anyway, so here's this, and this is gorgeous. And Rose, I know you are not going to watch this video, and that's okay. I'm not complaining, just stating that, can we have some kind of explanation of this? I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. And I find it funny that the legend is St. Patrick, this must be before St. Patrick, because he drove all the snakes out of Ireland, from what I remember. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous. I might have to look this up and see if I can find out what this is depicting. I'm a history buff, I love history, and I would, it's gorgeous. And I would love to know what it is depicting. So if anyone knows, or Rose, if you happen to watch and want to explain, that would be wonderful. And here is this bird. And I hope you can see it, and I hope I'm in focus. And I'm probably not, so excuse me trying to focus. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's better. What this bird is, it's like a totem. There's our shamrock. And a nice background paper with the shamrocks. And another one. And another one. So here's that. And again, the Eirinn. Bigger. Okay. So we'll put these to the side. And here is the journal. Let me sit back down. Okay, we are in focus. And in frame. So it is made out of, I think this is a 6x9. Make sure that you can see all this. Alright, 6x9 manila envelope, or anything thereabouts, or whatever you want to choose. hey, it's your journal. So what I did is I opened this. Here, I'll just, while I have you on the phone, we'll just do this really quickly. So I'll have this part done. And yeah, I jam my little Timmy trimmer with sometimes longer than they need. But so what I do is just kind of line it up, or try to line up to where you're just getting a little sliver. You just need a little sliver, just enough to open it, and that did not work. That did not work. Come on now. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Uh-oh. There. Sometimes I have a problem with this Timmy trimmer. Well, I have a problem with all trimmers. None of them cut perfectly straight, in my opinion, but there, again, is my issues, we shall say, with everything being straight, even, and all that stuff. So this should open. Yes. Yay! Yay, I did it. Yay, I did it. I'm trying not to make like a crap ton of noise. So basically what I did is I opened this up. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. So, alright. I'm probably doing this backwards and you're like, what the heck is she doing? There. Okay. So, what I did is I opened it all up and then I fold it. And I attached an envelope here, an envelope there. So when you open it up, you open, and then you open again, and I really like having that as the focal point. So, and then you can open this way, but you cannot open any further this way. This opens, flippy flappy. We have a pocket here. Oh, come on now. A pocket here. Boop, boop. A pocket here. No pocket, no pocket. No whammies, no whammies. Sorry. Vaguely remember that game show here in the U.S. No whammies, no whammies. A pocket there. And finally, a pocket here. Now, originally, I scored this with, looks to be about 1/4 of an inch, it is. Or 1/8 of an inch, I don't know. The next scoring line is what I chose. From this fold line, I chose a scoring line. Because I originally thought about putting a signature in there, just a small one. But then I realized when you fold it all up without any cards in it, any journaling cards, look. So that is to give yourself a little room, and had I been smarter, I would have figured out, I would have given myself another one here. You know, but I did not think about that. And I probably won't with this one because it's just going to be a quick tutorial of that. So, here we are again, and I think I'm going to start sitting down. I am not going to decorate this one at all. I'm just going to show you briefly what I did. Because I'm sure you've seen all of these before, and I'm not bringing anything new to the table. So, excuse any mess you see. Because, you know, well, it is what it is. And because this is just me, hang on, gotta make sure. Okay, I'm in frame. Where is my frame? Where is my frame? Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. I want to make sure. Here, I'm going to lift you up just a little bit. I apologize if it... Okay. I apparently this is what I'm going to do. And why am I stammering? I don't know. I think because I had it all lined up on the camera as opposed to the video part, which is different. Now, I am using an old Android phone of mine that is, let's see, 3 years old. when I quit using it. No, 2 years. 2 years old when I quit using it. It's been 2 years. And, you know, I've always used inexpensive Androids, so, you know, when they're done, they're done. They don't have a whole lot of life in them. Alright. Let's see if I can get that glue off of there a little bit. Why I'm bothering, I don't know. Okay, so what I do is basically fold. This will be a pocket. How did I do that? How did I do that? Now I gotta look. Okay. I folded it in half. There you go. Fold it in half. There. Then a half again. That's what I did. I don't know why suddenly I just couldn't figure it out. But eventually I did. Alright. Reaching forward. You will see a lot of my homeboy reaches like that, and where I came up with that phrase, I don't know. I heard it somewhere. I tend to, I relate a lot to movies and music and TV shows, but mostly movies and TV. And so I'll have obscure quotes in my head that I don't remember where they're from, or I'll just spout off some random movie quote. So, what I did here is, as you can see, I'll get this one out too. As you can see, I put a little bit of backing paper here. And this is where I scored. So, where's my little scorer? So, this is the fold line. This is one of the fold lines. And I'll ink it so it looks a little... So how is everyone doing? I did not ask that. I hope everyone is fine. Ready for spring? I know I sure am. I'm ready for spring. Alright, let me just... I've lightly inked those. So, you can, if you choose, and we will do it this way, because maybe I'll just use this one for something else. Maybe not particularly this. So we're just going to do really small. Just, there we go. Come on. And these are a little bit trickier to manage these folds. Oh, for the love of Pete. Come on. There. So it's a very light. Probably could have gone bigger. And then we'll do it over here too. We shall do it over here. And I want to go this way. There we go. Now, I have to laugh because I watch, one of my favorites is Juliet Camellia Crafts Designs. Now, I've only been doing paper crafting, oh my gosh, for a little over 1.5 years now. Oh, it's been a lot longer than I thought. Sorry, getting some tea. Excuse me. And Julie was one of the first people I found on YouTube to teach me the ins and outs of all of this. So I do, you know, I may not be her OG, but she's my OG. How's that? So here we go. The basis of what we have is right here. I can't unfold these any further, but you see what I'm saying. So you're going to have something that looks like this, and let me just glue these down. Like I said, I'm not going to decorate this. This is for anybody that feels they need this. I was just talking to Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals about, oh, for God's sake, I just lost my train of thought. This happens with alarming frequency, and no laughing, Mitzi. Not for the reason you think. No. Just losing my train of thought. Okay. That's why I turned it upside down. So I am not going to decorate it fully. So what I did is I made this a pocket, and I ended up cutting my pockets down, especially on this side, because I am, as you can see, pitifully few small envelopes for me to choose from, and so it is what it is, and you end up cutting it down. So since, what am I thinking? I think basically I'm going to tie one here. I'm going to cut it off where I need it. And what I don't like about these envelope things is I can never, here is my OCD. I can never get it perfectly lined up. I mean, that's pretty dang good, but I'm telling you, it's going to change. It'll change. The only thing that stays the same is nothing stays the same, right? So we'll go here, do that, and then I'll move it up a little bit so that I have some kind of frame of... See, none of these envelopes are cut straight, if you ask me. Actually, let's go here, there, and get my little trimmer out, which is going to make a lot of noise. Anyway, I want to cover up my glue. So I asked you how y'all were doing. I think. Yes, I did. Oh, are we ready for spring? Has anybody been to the, wherever you go, the nurseries, Costco here in Washington State already has its, some of their bulbs. You know, the boxes, sacks of bulbs that they sell. So this will go here, and this is the time where you want to decide where you want your pockets to open. Obviously, there are, you know, you don't want a pocket, I don't think, to open here, especially. So this one, I'm going to make the pocket here. So I'm just going to glue this part right here. Hopefully we can see that with that orangey in the background, that manila. Does anybody know why they call them manila file folders? I do not know. Myself, I have no clue. And every time I try to type it, you know, like I'm typing it in something, it always wants to capitalize it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be capitalized or not. I don't know. Where is my... Oh, there it is. My damp rag. So this is going to go here. And like I said, I am not going to glue this pocket shut. And I really shouldn't have done that. No, actually, I could have. A lot of times I don't. If I'm going to decorate the insides, I wouldn't glue that. And I'm not going to glue it right now because I want to figure out where my other pocket is. And I know for sure as I sit here, if I glue it, I'll never see. And this is why I shouldn't have glued that side. Let's just see if I can unglue it. Nope. Well, what we're going to do, I want it smaller than this one. I'm kind of trying to follow the one I already made, and I had a small, my last small envelopes are what used these two. These two are big like these, and I just had to cut them off. And yes, I'm fully aware that I switched between the pronunciation of envelope and envelope, and I do not know why. I grew up with envelope and decided to do envelope. And for whatever reason I had decided that years and years and years ago. But I still switch back and forth. So again, cutting it off. This is entirely up to you how you do this. If you have small envelopes, well, yay. Good for you. I need to get some. I need to go buy some. Now, like I said, since I am not decorating the insides of these pages, I am less concerned with decorating it, you know, not closing it up until I have decorated the inside. It's not like a windowed envelope. But again, you know, this is just what I did. I am in no way an expert or telling anyone they have to just want it that way. Or do I want it? Sometimes you play with them. Hang on, I'm playing. I'm trying to decide how I want this to open. They're both going to go like this. So, okay. This to here. Well, yeah, they're both going to open the same way. Yeah. Alright. Come on. Get in there. There. Okay. So he's going to go in like so. Like this. I think what confused me, yes, there. That was what was confusing me from the other one. Okay, here we are. And in the end, it may not be different at all, but it feels different. There. That's what it was. But then my pocket is here. No, I did it the right way the first time. I'm such a dip. Okay, my pocket is on this side. I'm going to make the pocket on that side, and I'm just going to glue this down and get out over myself. Get out of my head. Wipe it off. Sorry, I got really quiet there. I was concentrating on what I was doing. Okay, it does fold in. I don't know what I was thinking. I am going to cut this tail off because you may have seen that it goes, and it really doesn't matter because you're going to be covering the whole thing up. So, I'm going to glue the back of this, and I'm going to use my glue stick, aka paste, I would think. It reminds me, some of them really do remind me of school paste. Get my glue book over here. Although I'm just loving this Crafter's Companion mat I got. And the fact that there was nothing wrong with it. But I got a cheaper price on it. Because they said the box was damaged. And see, this is where I really shouldn't have closed it. This is where I was even in frame that whole time. Oh, for the love in a bucket. This is right here, people, why you don't glue them together until you insert them. And don't put them on your Crafter's Companion mat. I mean, come on. I act like I've never done this before. Here, I need some glide. I need a little glide, and you can't get that. I'm just hearing what I said. I'm laughing at it. You cannot get that with art glitter and paste, aka glue stick. Oh, and now I've got it everywhere. And this, for some people, I've seen them do this kind of stuff, and they just rock the Nestle rock with it, and I've tried this. This is my worst. Absolute. I hate this. I really hate this, because I can never, ever seem to get it to go in where I want it without it sticking. There. I think I did it. I think I did it. I think. Can I bend it? Yes, I can. Oh, hallelujah, people. I did it. So You know, Mitzi says crafting by the seat of her pants. And I'm like, crafting by the hardest way to do it possible. The most wonky, mixed up. Just make it harder on yourself, why don't you? Okay. It's like I was having a conversation last night, and I think it was yesterday, and I was like saying, you know what? As always, I chose the hardest, most convoluted way of saying what I wanted. And see, the other thing I have, see, this will drive me nuts, is that little bit right there that's not perfectly flush, but with some of these envelopes, it's really, really hard to do. They're not exactly forgiving. So, here's that. And I'm going to glue it to this side. That's what my choice is. Still don't know how to do what I'm supposed to do with these after I've used them up. I've heard people say you can use them for stuff. I just haven't figured out what. Because mostly if I'm going to use them for something, I'm going to, you know, want them single paged. I don't know. I lack imagination at times. So I'm going to do a couple shout outs and ask how you're doing. Hey Keong, how you feeling, hun? How you doing? Let's see, who else? I need to... been meaning to message you and check in. Say hi. See how the weather is in your neck of the woods? There we go. Give it a little room so it can fold. There we go. There's my towel. I'm sitting on it. Fiona, Miss Paint-A-Lot, calls them Timmy towels. She's a Tim Holtz fan. More so than I am. Anyway, I tend to call it a Timmy towel too because, you know, that's where I heard it. So glue, trying to get the glue off because, you know, I'm a little dip bleep short and stout because, you know, you can't do that on television. I don't really remember that show, but I remember a TV show that no one else remembers, and it was called 3-2-1 Contact. And this is back in the early 80s something, you know. Let's put my little glue stick back so we don't dry everything out as I want. Okay. So, flappy one taken care of. Again, you're going to glue this down, should you wish, and make this a pocket. If not, you can just keep on adding, you know, until your heart's content. I would, like I said, choose a heavier backing paper, like a 32 pound, because this is, you know, it's thin. But once you get several layers on, then it's no big deal. I really like that envelope. And so it's a matter of choosing one that, okay, so this one, trying to remember how I attached it. However, I put backing paper over it. So we will go this way. So I need to cut it shorter than this. Oh, I got this song stuck in my head for a little bit. I'm going to sing it. And I know I don't have the best singing voice, so y'all can either just plug your ears or whatever. But I'm going to, it's an earworm, I'm passing it on, because you know what? Misery loves company and all that stuff. So, and you'll have to guess, if you can, where it comes from, what movie. I will tell you that it's a movie, and I will tell you it's pre-1970. And that's all the hints. And I can tell you there was a remake back in the early aughts of this century. But it's like, let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you and I combine? Let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Something, something, something. We'll have a real good time. Yeah. So, if those lyrics come, some of those lyrics come out of my head, my mouth, well, there you are. I just need to see what I'm doing. Over here. There's one. Oh. Now, topics of conversation. I don't know. Let's see. Anybody read any good books lately? There's one I haven't asked. I've asked about TV, and I sure hope I did this right, because suddenly it doesn't feel right. And yes, I did. Okay. Oof. So we want this to flip out this way. And again, I want the pocket on here instead of a top pocket. Just kind of easier. But I'm not going to close it up. Almost caught myself. Almost did it. I'll just use another red one. These came with Christmas cards from years ago, and they had glitter, aka craft herpes, all over them. And I cannot get rid of that. Alright, we're going to just do the same thing. We want it to flip. This flips. Okay, so flip, flip. I want that to flip out. Alright, so now that I know where I'm doing, what I'm doing, I just have to make my markings. Pencil. Mark. I don't want it to go any further than that, and I am cutting it a little bit shorter than that. And then I'm going to pull it up about 1/8 of an inch or so, and then mark. I sure hope I'm still recording and that I'm still in frame and I'm still focused, and I am. You get so busy, you forget, and suddenly you get the attack of the where everything just kind of puckers because you're like, oh my gosh, what if? So, here we go. Oh, for crying in a bucket, come on. There we go. And then we'll do that to that. Alright. I want to glue it here. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm losing the plot to my own show. And that's pretty sad, but you know what? It happens with alarming frequency how quickly I can lose a plot. Which is a phrase that I had never heard here in the States until I was watching another creator from across the pond, and I was like, that is the funniest way of saying that. It just cracked me up. Because yes, I do lose the plot to my own damn show. To get together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Is it straight, though? I think so. Now, make sure. Yep, there we go. We're good. Oh. And really, that doesn't matter that I got glue there, because it's just going to get covered up eventually. So Mitzi, this is Friday the 17th. We have 1 month to this holiday. However, unfortunately, your package is not going to arrive today, because the last time I checked about an hour ago, it was in Arizona. at their distribution center. Which, I don't know about y'all, but I cannot say Arizona without Arizona. And that's about all I remember the song. See, I'm weird. Weirdest things remind me of stuff. Okay, I am not happy with myself because it's a bit wonky. Well, no, it's not even, and that's my fault. I knew that, and I put it down anyway, so that was all on me. They say, oh, it's just a junk journal, it's not supposed to be perfect. Yeah, well, that's all fine, good, and well, and everything, and I'm fine with happy accidents. If I wanted a happy accident. Yeah, I have a perfection thing. I'm sure a lot of us do. It's not just me. So on this one, I'm gluing on the back. And I am just going to glue on the back. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, because the pocket is going to be right here. So let me glue this. You know, it's actually, I have to give kudos to you women that have been, and men, who have been doing this for much longer than I have, because this is not easy. There is so much to remember, and yes, I talk about that a lot, because the learning curve is steep indeed. So I apologize for any weirdness. I'm just have a little bit of glue stick on there that I'm trying to utilize. Say, hey, alligator. Ugh. Oh, so here we go. Now it can go this way or it could go this way, but apparently this is how I chose to do it. Again, why do it the easy way when I can do it the hard way and then run the risk of lorrying it up? If no one, which I'm sure you have not, heard the term, Lori is a nickname that I grew up with my whole life. Even though my legal name is Laura. So anyway, I do refer to myself as Lori. Although more and more I'm referring to myself as Laura, but it's kind of like in the past, when I talk about myself in the past, it's Lori. Weird, I know. But anyway, my name has become a verb because I'm so, if it can be dropped, spilt, run into, knocked over, or any other way broken, I take that as a personal challenge. And I do it often enough that my name has become a verb. So, hey, oh, yeah, I lorried it up. Oh, okay, what'd you break? So, what'd you do? So when I refer to lorrying it up, well, so now it's okay for you. Where is my lid? Oh my gosh, I lost the lid. So, if you lorry it up, I completely understand. So I went up to heat my tea before I started this, and then I forgot about it. Excuse me, it's kind of what I do. When I drink coffee at home, hot coffee, I tend to do the same thing. Oh, there it is. Drink it, a little bit of it, forget about it, reheat it. Drink it a little bit, forget about it, reheat it. That kind of thing. Alright. So, I got glue here. And I want to make sure I don't glue it shut. Where is glue? I lose more stuff right here, wherever I'm sitting. I don't know if anybody else does that, and how many people do that, but you have something, you're using it, you put it somewhere out. There it is. And in my case, it falls on the floor. I don't try to throw it on the floor, I don't think. If I do, I certainly don't mean to. Alright. Sorry, my hand really itches. There's one of those. Okay. So eventually it will close. Something similar to this. Oh, because I did it on this side. Alright. So, see, I've ran myself into a little bit of a problem where I cut these just a little bit too long. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it in the way you're not supposed to. Again, it's a junk journal, right? It's not supposed to be perfect. Oh, but I don't like it when I screw up. Alright. Here we go. Here it is. I'm just going to leave it like that in its entirety. But I'm not going to cover it because I'm going to switch to here. So what you would do is you would cover this. These, I've discovered, are a lot easier if you put the glue here instead of on the back of the backing paper. And trust me, I'm sure everybody else has figured this out, and I'm late to that party because, again, I try everything the hard way first. But to go over here, I used to trace it. Now you could not glue, and you could stick this in here, and you could trace it to where you want your glue to be on the back, but I figured it's just easier if you, there we go, there's our pocket, get back in here. There will be our pocket. Come on. There is a pocket. Close, close, open, 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 open. Here we go. Pocket and pocket. Now, unfortunately, this is too long. So, you would have to, you know, all I'll do is make a new crease. Not a biggie. I'm just going to make a new crease. I'm telling myself it's not a big deal. It's alright. The world is not going to end. As Camellia, or I always call her by Camellia, as Julie says, I'm sure it will withstand, unless it, what is it? I'm sure a group of angry baboons is not going to come tear it apart. And I use that phrase when my son and I were building the chicken run for my chickens. Because it is, the title, once I get a sign and make a sign for it, is That'll Do Pig, in quotations, That'll Do Pig, Raptor Ranch, or Chicken Ranch. Because it was built with reclaimed wood and, you know, it's good enough. Because as I told my son, he was worried about this or that, and I said, look, I'm sure an angry bunch of baboons is not going to come along and tear it apart, so I'm sure we're fine. As long as that doesn't happen, we're okay. So, Julie, that's a saying. Anyway, so here we are. Let's see where we're at. And we are going to call this one a video. Because I have basically gone through, it's 45 minutes almost, and I've gone through the construction of the envelope. And there's the last one. There we go. So, when we meet again, which will just not be very long, because I'm going to just stop it and film another one, we will pick up on the decorating the actual journal. I have already done my fussy cutting. I was very good and did all of that. I will do some more decorating and we can do that together. But until then, I hope to see you back. Again, this is Echoes of Ireland by Rose at Journals in Time. Not only does she do incredible digitals, but she's so fun to watch. And the Irish accent doesn't hurt at all. At all. So, anyway, I can't wait to see you again. I hope that you take this on, decide to do this. Maybe not with this kit, whatever kit you decide. But, again, for St. Patrick's Day, which is in 1 month from today, And I will talk to you later. Oh, wait. If you liked what you saw, please like it. Thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification so you know when I'm posting, because I'm trying very hard to post several times a week. Again, I'm still learning, so please bear with me and forgive me for any obvious boneheaded mistakes that I will make. And I can't wait to see you next time. Peace out. Bye.